Hey guys, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to the final edition of the Supergirl Season 5 review series. And today I'm going to be talking about episode 19, the season finale, Immortal Kombat. Now before we get into talking about the final episode of season 5, there are a couple of little things that I want to quickly mention and bring everybody up to speed in case they don't know already. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, why did we only get 19 episodes? Why didn't we get the usual 21 to 22 episodes that we always get for the Arrowverse shows? A lot of that is because with everything that's been going on in the world, which I won't go into because probably a lot of you know what I'm talking about already, and that is why we only got 19 episodes instead of our usual 21 to 22. And also another factor that comes into play is lead actress Melissa Benoist, who plays Supergirl, is pregnant and is expecting her first child with co-star Chris Wood, who you all know as Mon-El. So that's why this season was a little bit, I wouldn't say off, but maybe incomplete, is because of those factors that I just mentioned already. But to everybody's credit, I thought, considering the situation that they were all in, I thought they did an excellent job with putting together the best season finale that they could, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And I thought the final episode for season 5 was very well done, and even though at times you can tell it's not necessarily off but incomplete, it's because of what I just said already, but they did an excellent job and it was very well done. And it does make for a very interesting future for Supergirl as we head into season 6, because we don't know what's going to happen yet. So we'll just have to wait and see, but in my honest opinion, overall, I thought season 5 was very good. I absolutely enjoyed it. I've said in previous videos, they've been on a great roll since season 3. You know, they've been producing some excellent stuff, and it really feels like a real superhero show, and we've come a long way from season 1 all the way to season 5. When you watch them, they don't feel like the same show, they feel completely different. Obviously Supergirl moving to the CW plays a big part in that as well, so she's officially part of the Arrowverse, as we all know already, but the change has helped, and yeah, for the third season in a row, Supergirl has produced another great one, in my opinion, and I absolutely loved it, and mega props to everybody involved. So, with that all said, let's not waste any more time, let's get right into it. Let's talk about the season finale, episode 19, Immortal Kombat. So we open up with Gemma welcoming Lex to the Leviathan and bringing him into their ship, which looks like a casino with a secret chamber. Now, as we've seen in the second half of season 5, Lex Luthor has been working to try and build up the Leviathan's trust, and as we all know, he's ultimately going to destroy them. Rama Khan doesn't trust Lex Luthor but shows him how he plans to take out Supergirl. At Kara's place, Lena tries to talk to Kara, but Jean, Alex, M'gann and Nia show up to let her know about the Rama Khan kryptonite threat. Lena suggests that she could make Kara an anti-kryptonite suit if they can get her to her lab across town. Now, this is the first time we've seen Lena work with Kara side by side since season 4, because as we all know, at the end of season 4, after Lena shot him, Lex told Lena that Kara was Supergirl, and as we saw throughout the first half of season 5 and the second half of season 5 during the show's post-crisis, they've been trying very hard to build up Lena as the main villain, and it's been a great ride. I mean, don't get me wrong, but for this episode anyway, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen for season 6, but for this episode it was very good to see Kara and Lena working together again. So we see Jean and M'gann shapeshift into Supergirl as a distraction before they do, and this was really funny because even though it's Melissa Benoist, you can hear David Harewood's voice coming out of Kara's body. It's just absolutely hilarious, and I thought that was really funny. We also see Alex showing off her brand new suit, and she's got a new mask, so it's really good to see Alex is finally embracing the superhero aspects, and she's gone from being an agent of the DEO to the director of the DEO to now becoming a hero in her own right. And I've really enjoyed her growth and character developments probably the most, because I remember at the beginning when I first started watching this show, Alex was quite annoying to me. I couldn't stand her, but again, in season 3, the shift happened and she's quickly become one of my favourite characters on the show, and I really like her a lot. So at the Leviathan ship, Gemma officially welcomes Lex Luthor into their ranks. In the car, Brainy asks Lex for access to the ship, but Lex won't give it to him just yet. He wants Rama Khan to kill Supergirl and her friends first. This doesn't sit well with Brainy. Now, as we know, Brainy has removed his inhibitors and he's become more of a cold, stoic robot, so to speak, and he's been working secretly with Lex Luthor. But in this episode, we finally see Brainy actually come through and, you know, do the right thing. Supergirl and her team work their plans to get Kara across town safely, but quickly run into not just Rama Khan but other Elements benders, resulting in the team having to fall back, though Kara and Lena appear to make it safely to her lab. A suit is in the works, but Alex shows up to let them know about the other Elements benders. Kelly calls to let Alex know that William is missing. Gemma is upset when she realises that Supergirl never showed up to Rama Khan's attack, but it's time to initiate the end of the world. At the bar, Brainy meets with his female counterpart, having summoned her from the big brain. She tells him that he doesn't have to let his friends die, nor does he plan to use the mortality code on the Leviathan. He plans to bottle them at the cost of his own life, and he doesn't want to die alone. Lex kicks off the Unity Festival while Alex breaks into the Obsidian so that Kelly can look for clues to find Eve Testmarker and William. Lena tries to patch things up with Kara but isn't having the best time of it. Kara lets out how she feels about the whole situation and points out all the things Lena did to her. She's not forgiving Lena, but they both head off to save William, which they do, though Eve does shoot him in the shoulder. Leviathan show up to go after Supergirl. Lena calls the suit she's made to their location, and with her new suit, Supergirl teams up with McGann and Dreamer to fight Leviathan off. Although after appearing to be successful, they quickly realise they need to leave for safety as the Leviathan is indestructible. Brainy gets onto the ship. Supergirl questions Eve about Lex's plans. Eve reveals who Gemma Cooper is and that they're planning to attack the Unity Festival and kill all 4 billion users inside it. McGann confronts Nia about what she saw about Brainy. McGann tries to convince her to engage with the dream as it may have answers. Brainy gets into the inner chamber of the Leviathan ship and starts the upload process to bottle Leviathan, but it's killing him to do so. Supergirl enters the festival through a backdoor Kelly created. Gemma discovers Supergirl in the festival and wants to kill people inside of it right now. Lex talks her out of it and tells her to send another assassin to kill Supergirl, Andrea. In the Obsidian, Supergirl tries to get through to everyone with Lena's help while Alex and the others fight Rama Khan and his men. Lena talks Andrea out of killing Supergirl. Supergirl convinces people to end their simulation. Female Brainy gets Brainy to hold on until the code uploads and he's able to bottle Rama Khan and his men at just the right moment, destroying Gemma as well. Brainy sits on the floor dying on the Leviathan ship and Lex comes to confront him. Seems he planned for Brainy's plan. He takes the bottle and departs, and it looks like we see Brainy could possibly die. Kara forgives Lena while at Catco. Gemma goes full Leviathan. Elsewhere, Lex takes the bottle Leviathans to his mum so they can get to work. And that is how we wrap up the season finale. Overall, very good episode. Great way to end season 5. Even if it did feel a little bit incomplete at times. It appears Brainiac 5 has died, but we won't actually know until possibly Season 6. Has Lena finally seen the error of her ways and is now friends with Kara? Time will tell, really, but I thought this was a great way to end Season 5, and I really enjoyed this a lot. And not just that, Season 6 is going to be a very different season to the previous ones for a lot of reasons. The DEO is destroyed, Brainiac 5 is possibly dead, Lena may have become a good guy again. Lots of questions heading into Season 6 will be answered, and more. But it's going to be very interesting to see how all of this will play out. So, I'm going to wrap up this series now. What did you think of the Season 5 finale? Did you think they did a good job with just 19 episodes as opposed to the 22 episodes they usually have? What kind of Season 6 do you think we will see? Do you think it's going to be different from the previous ones? Is Lena Luthor back to being a good guy again and has finally seen the error of her ways? Is Brainiac 5 dead? What will the heroes do now that the DEO is destroyed? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to me talking about all 19 episodes of Season 5, and I will probably be back next time to talk about Season 6, so that should be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to it, and it's going to be very interesting to see how all of this is going to play out. So until next time, take care everybody, and stay safe.